Good morning. Hey there, how's it going? My name's Briget Boyle, and happy Monday to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a nice weekend. If you celebrate Pride, I hope you had a good one. I just heard that the San Francisco Pride was amazing. I wasn't there myself, but just wanted to wish all my family and my loved ones happy Pride. And yeah, so welcome this morning. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I am in Oakland, California, and again, my name is Briget Boyle. I'm the founder of Unleash Your Voice, and I sing with Kitka Women's Vocal Ensemble and True Life Trio, and I write my own music, and I run a record label called Waximile Productions, and I keep myself very busy. And these Monday morning and Thursday morning warm-ups at 9:30 a.m. are just about the best thing I could have come up with during quarantine. And so I'm super happy that you're here with me today. If you have any questions or anything you'd like me to address during this lesson or this warm-up, please do put it in the chat and I'll do my best to get to it. And today we're going to be working on developing tone specifically. We'll start with a little physical warm-up, which is always the way I like to start these warm-ups, and then we'll dig in a little bit further on tone than we have in past lessons. So again, if you have any questions or concerns, do put them in the chat and let me know. So let's just start by arriving here. Feel your feet on the ground. Whatever's going on for you, whatever's going on in the world, whatever's gonna happen or not gonna happen, all the uncertainty, let's just kind of focus in right here, connect to the breath, connect to feeling your feet on the earth. You can lift your toes up to kind of center yourself and then slowly bring them down to ground. And then take 3 nice big deep breaths in where you relax the air into the belly and release the belly. And then exhale. Great, now breathe in again. And exhale. Good, and another breath, and this time really, really take the deepest breath you've taken so far, and then release on a sigh. So breathe in, nice and deep, and then sigh. Good, let's do that one more time, and this time when you're breathing in, go ahead and scrunch your shoulders up, and then as you release, release your shoulders. So breathe in, and sigh. Good, now just move your head around a bit to loosen up the neck. Yay, we've got Carol from Pengrove and Felicity from Brooklyn. And we've got Paul from New York again. Thanks for being here. So appreciate you all. Love doing these warm-ups with people all over the country. It really is so satisfying. Yeah, so keep rolling your neck around as you find places that need more attention. You can hold there. Good. And then roll your shoulders back. I'm going to do kind of a brief physical one, a little bit briefer than usual. So. And then you can interlace your fingers and open up the back of the neck and the top of the upper back. And really try not to crunch in like this. Really think about a kind of an upward trajectory of your neck to open up the back. And kind of creating this dome effect in the upper back. Really allowing for stretching and opening to happen. And continue to breathe as we're doing this. And then release and bring your hands behind you. And open up the front of the chest. Ooh, pop, pop, pop. My shoulders are needing a little love. Awesome. If you need more here, you can bring your hands further up. You can bend down, bending your knees so that your abdomen comes down to the top of your thighs. And just stretch that out a little bit. Oh. Moving the camera, but it's okay. Great. And then when you're ready, you can roll up and just shake out your hands a little bit. And then let's reclasp the hands, loosen the jaw, and then just make like a humming sound as we're shaking the hands like this. Good. That's really helpful for loosening up the voice and starting to get it nice, nice and going. So one more time. Great. Now stretch your tongue out. And as your tongue is out, go ahead and do a nice glissando. What's cool about that is sometimes when we do a glissando in the, with the tongue in the mouth, our tongue can get kind of tense, and we can. So when you have your tongue out and you're practicing with glissando, it really helps you open up the back of your throat and relax. Good. Now put your tongue up to as close to your nose as you can, and then kind of do the glissando again there. That's a little bit harder to have that freedom because your tongue is doing a very distinct motion. So try that one more time. Awesome. Now roll your tongue on the inside of your mouth. Oh, hey, Denny from San Francisco and Philia from Brussels. Yes, international. Great. Now we'll do some humming and chewing. As you're doing this, think about putting the sound right in the front of your lips and vibrating the front of your lips. Yeah, just think about that. It's almost like you're trying to make the front of your teeth vibrate. Great, now continue rolling the tongue on the inside of the mouth a little bit more. Great, now go ma 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 ma. And any note, it doesn't matter, just kind of the point here is the resonance where you're vibrating the front of your lips. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. And continue to kind of play with that placement. So you might find that naturally your voice is kind of like far back. So think about how do you vibrate the front of your face. And it's an intentionality. A lot of people ask me, like, how do I actually physically place my voice in different places? And because the voice, like, when you're playing a guitar or some instrument where you have like this external physicality of it, it's much easier to describe exactly how the finger should be placed and like what the healthiest form is. But with the voice, since it's internal and a bit more mysterious, like you can't go in there and be like, okay, I'm gonna put this vocal cord right there and I'm gonna do this thing. So you have to really visualize and listen and be aware of like what feels good, where, like at what point of the noise making practice am I vibrating in the right places, and then just continue to like play. It's all about play. And I like a lot of vocal coaches I've seen out there have different ways of playing. So it's like things like you can be like, hey, 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 and like you're thinking about throwing your voice across a room. That really kind of pushes the voice into the mask. So let's try that. Hey, hey, hey. Again, you're not pushing. I said the word pushing, but I didn't actually intend that. You're really just releasing and opening up. Hey, hey. Good. Now go back to the ma 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 ma. Now let's go ma me mi mo mo. Again, any notes but those vowels. Ma me mi mo mo. Ma me mi mo mo. So one of my dearest friends and awesome vocal coach, Michelle Simon, talks about the fact that the vowels are all kind of based around an ah sound. And so when you're thinking about that, what an ah is it's kind of this like open sense in your mouth, right? Ma, me, mi, mo, mu. And it's almost like the vowels are more about the lip shape. Ma, me, mi, mo, mu. And the whole time, any vowel you're doing, your tongue is pretty relaxed. And these vowels are like kind of not specific to English, because English also has diphthongs on the end. So these are just very clean vowels that you'll find in like the Romance languages or in the Slavic languages. They're really, really great for opening up and warming the voice. Ma, me, mi, mo, mu. Great. Now we'll go ma, 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 me, mi. Just try that a few times. Ma, 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 me, mi. And through this, I'm being very non-specific with notes. It's really just about resonance, so play around. And the other thing I want you to play around with is putting it really far forward or really far back. So we'll go ma, 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 me, mi. So right in the center at the end there. So we'll go ma, ma, me, mi. Okay, one more time. Ma, ma, me, mi. Cool. Let's do that a couple more times. I really like that exercise. It's a little bit challenging to move the voice in that way. So don't worry if it's hard and you're having a hard time kind of pushing your voice to different placements. But again, it's just something to play with. It's a way to build awareness. It's a way to sort of feel your tone, to start to find like where in my resonant space is the best sounding tone. That's kind of what all of this work is about. So you can really discover what for you feels and sounds the best. So again, we'll go forward, we'll go back, and then in the middle, okay? Ma, ma, me. One more time. Ma, ma, me. And then one last, hey! Great. Now we'll do some horse lips. So, oh, hey, Christy. So you have a limited left arm. Oh, yeah, totally. That's okay. Hope your arm gets well soon. And if you want to do some stretches, you can, kind of find ways to open up your shoulder in different ways. I'm sure you are aware of how to do that. Okay, so let's do some horse lips. So first we'll just, without any glissando, we'll just do the horse lips. Good, and remember to keep your neck loose. For those of you who've been with me every week, you know how much I harp on keeping your neck nice and relaxed. So again. Great. Now we'll add some tone to it. So start at the high part of your range and go all the way down. Good. Again. Good. If you have trouble doing the horse lips, you put your fingers in your cheeks and that should loosen up your lips so that you should be able to do that. So let's do horse lips one more time with that in mind. Awesome. Now go ahead and try rolling your R. If you have trouble with this, you can go da 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 da. Da, 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 da. So it's kind of like a da sound, like where you're making D where your teeth meet. Da, 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 but you're just using your tongue. Da, da, da. If you can roll your tongue, go ahead and go. Great, and then add a glissando to it. And one more of those. Awesome. Now, take that to the next level. We'll do a horse lips and a tongue roll at the same time. So really loose, really well supported, relax the air into the lower part of your belly, and then release on a horse lips and a tongue roll at the same time. Awesome. again, this is something you can work on over time, and it takes a little bit of time to, oh wait, what am I doing here? It takes a little bit of time to get it, but that's okay. It's the horse lips and the tongue roll are both things that you can train. So I love that about the voice, that there's so many things that might not be possible at some point, but within a few months of training it and learning it and connecting to your body and playing and practicing, anything's possible. So let's do one more with the tongue roll, the tongue roll and the horse lips and a glissando. 3 things at once. Awesome. Now roll your shoulders back one more time. And while you're doing that, I'm going to head down to the piano. See you in a sec. Okay. I feel so fancy when I do that. So again, today we're working a little bit more on tone. We've already done a few new things that we hadn't done before. So hopefully you're starting to get some good feelings about tone. I always love to start with mame, mi, mo, mu, ma, ya as a really good way of discovering tone. So today, really think about the placement in the mask. You'll hear mask placement in everything from like any kind of folk music. It's an extension of the talking voice, so it's like in the music of the people, you know, like the sort of down to earth expression of day-to-day humanity tends to be in this sort of forward masky placement. So we'll start here. Why don't we just start a little bit by vibrating the front of our lips. Play with kind of opening up the tone into the mask. Play with putting it in the front of the nose. Now in the middle. Now we'll go ma, me, mi, mo, mu, ma, ya. Let's just stay there for a second. Ma, me, mi, mo, mu, ma, ya. Oh, interesting. Thank you for letting me know, Paul. This is the technical problem. I didn't realize that I was out of sync. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. Anyways, so breathe in. Relax the air into the lower part of the belly. Ma, me, mi, mo, mu, ma, ya. Ma, me, mi, mo, mu, ma, ya. Ma, me, mi, mo, mu, ma, ya. So the ums are very insignificant here. So we're just really focusing on the vowels. Ma, me, mi, mo, mu, ma, ya. 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 Great, now we'll do glissando from the top to the bottom. Good, now yawn. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to do some horse lips into an ah. Yeah, we'll go. Great, and sort of watch your try not to cave in on yourself right here. So kind of open up the shoulders, allow for as much room in the belly as possible. Relax the air in. In fact, why don't we focus in on the air for just a second? So we'll take 3 sharp breaths out and then we'll relax the air in between. So breathe out. Relax it in. Breathe out. Relax it in. And one more. Breathe out. Relax it in. And then from there, we'll start the horse lips. Awesome. Now do a glissando from the top to the bottom. Oh, and bring it into a yawn as we land at the bottom. Oh, my goodness, that is not hard to do today. Oh, yay. Good morning, Holly. How you doing? So glad you're here. And PJ from Pibrock. Oh, I wonder what Pibrock is. Let me know. Okay, great. So now I'll do a little bit more on the resonance thing. So we're just going to use the consonant cluster called NG. So it's almost like an ah, but your tongue is up against the roof of your mouth. And that pushes the resonance into the front of your face and into your sort of nasal cavity in this kind of area. So now what we'll do is we'll just do the following. Just follow me. Okay, so now we're into it. I want to add a little bit extra to it. So we'll go la, just to really feel that resonance come from the mask into the full voice, okay? Now do a nice glissando from the top to the bottom. Great. How did that feel? I love that one. It's really helpful. And then I also just kind of went high. So hopefully you were able to kind of negotiate your register. I did have to switch into a mixed tone and then into a head voice as I was going up. And if you want to learn more about that, we can do that in a couple weeks. But let's go on to a Bulgarian warm-up, which is really good for tone discovery. The words here, Dragano, Dragančice. And for those of you who have been with me before, We're gonna do this one again. I just love this one. I will never get sick of it. I've been singing it for years. Hopefully you feel the same. Excuse me. And yeah, so it goes like this. Awesome. So to break that down just a bit. Try that. Again. Great. Now the second half. Let's just do the second half. And just to give a little attention to that ornament. Ga, 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 ga. Try one more time. Ga. And I'll sing the second half. Great. So the point here is to have a nice solid tone all the way through the melody, and then also to sing the whole thing on one breath. And there are two options for drones. You can sing a high drone. Or a low drone. Pick your part, and then we'll head down in the range. Here we go. Check in with your neck and your breath. Last one. Well, I don't have an E or an F today. God. No, that's an E. That's an E. Okay, not so bad. My goodness. Well, thank you all so much for being here with me. I hope you learned something today and felt some freedom in your voice. And if not, come back and join me on Thursday, and we will continue to work toward that freedom. My name is Briget Boyle, and I am so, so grateful that you come here and you sing with me. It makes me so happy We do this Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. I have a question from Felicity. Thank you so much. The words are just a name, Dragana, which is a Bulgarian woman's name, and it's basically just like a diminutive, sort of like sweetie or something like that. So I really appreciate all of you. If you want to join my online course, it's at unleashyourvoice.me. It's really fun. It's $15 a month, or you can do a one-time, lifetime purchase of $97, depending on what works for you. And either way, I just love connecting with you. If you have any other questions or any other concerns or any requests for future classes, just let me know. I really love this, and I love all of you, and happy singing to you. May your week be blessed and safe. Okay, bye-bye.